fingerprints, if we go back a long way, it is said that Prince Siddhartha and Sri Krishna had unique hand features as said by the Indian astrologers, and thus could be recognized as venerable in advance. We have heard that as soon as he was born, the ascetic, a sitter, used the same hand gestures to predict about the Prince Siddhartha. Although we use hand lines and the mounts mainly for readings with the help of palmistry, the invention of Sir Francis Galton and the subsequent classification of fingerprints can also be used in readings. In the 1880s, Sir Francis Galton was often credited with the invention of the fact that fingerprints are unique to the individual and can be used for various identifications. With the invention of Francis Galton, it gave a new impetus to the palmistry. One's hand lines change from time to time and fingerprints do not change. But for a variety of reasons, some people may not even be able to see their fingerprints. Skin burns and skin diseases are the most common. Although fingerprints are unique to a person, various researchers have found that there are three main types of fingerprints, which are about 65% loop-shaped, 30% wheel-shaped and 5% arch-shaped. Accordingly, different palm readers have been studying the characteristics, abilities and capabilities of people in relation to these three main types. By identifying those characteristics early on, you can try to improve or change them. The photos of basic three types of fingerprints, loop, wheel and arch, have been included with this in order to understand the shapes easily. First, let's look at how a person's fingers make common sense when the aforementioned major fingerprints are appeared in general. 1. When you consider loop-like fingerprints, that characteristic is very common. It looks like parallel loops. Generally, this shows a flexible mindset. They are also very sociable and eager to interact with anyone, talk to others, and know the opinions and aspirations of others. They have the potential to adapt to any society. That makes them an attractive leader. They are also open-minded. Such people are very considerate of the needs of others and prioritize them. They are also friendly and work well in a team environment. Quite simply, they enjoy diversity and freedom, and they work hard to finish what they start. The flexibility, adaptability, and the aforementioned features of the person are remarkable if all the fingers have the loop-shaped fingerprints. 2. When you consider wheel-like fingerprints, in general, a person who is willing to take on the responsibility of having a firm determination, if that feature is present. They are often independent people. Someone with wheel-like fingerprints on 4 fingers has unique skills. They can speak different languages. Confident in themselves. They have a high commitment to certain goals. Such people love isolation, and they don't have that openness. They don't want to do anything the way everyone else wants. They are not willing to follow others' commands. Therefore, such a person cannot work under someone. It is these people who are sometimes called selfish by society and do not express their feelings. However, these people are uniquely creative because they can focus on something continuously. This is very similar to the characteristics I mentioned in a previous program about the simian line. 3. When you consider arch-like fingerprints, as mentioned, that characteristic is very rare. You may have heard about the contour lines in geography. Fingerprints in that way are arches. At an early age, it can be said certainly that the person will achieve the success in the life if all fingers have arch-shaped fingerprints. These people have the luck of hand. People without shaped fingerprints are trustworthy, hard-working and practical. These people are participants, not observers. They are reluctant to change. Let's take a look at how each fingerprint represents someone. The thumb represents the mental strength of a person and how to do things. When the loop-like fingerprint is seen on the thumb, it indicates the difficulty of decision-making. When the whirl-like fingerprint is seen on the thumb, it implies the leadership of the decisions and actions because of their independence. When the arch-like fingerprint is seen on the thumb, she makes straight decisions based on traditional values. The index finger represents a person's courage, leadership, and thinking about himself. When the loop-like fingerprint is seen on the index finger, a very friendly person shows up. Independence is preferred when the whirl-like fingerprint is seen on the index finger. When the arch-like fingerprint is seen on the index finger, she has strong personality, stubbornness and reluctance to change. The middle finger shows how a person thinks about their cultural values and religious values. Having a loop-like fingerprint on the middle finger can easily be adapted to other cultures and professions. Having a whirl-like fingerprint on the middle finger tries to create an unconventional lifestyle in work, religion or family. Old-fashioned values are preferred when a fingerprint of the middle finger is arch-shaped. It is also a reason to be famous in artistic side. The ring finger represents the way a person expresses his or her point of view, the popularity, prestige, and respect. Having a loop-like fingerprint on the ring finger can be easily adapted to other cultures and professions. It shows high interest in fashion, music and art when the whirl-like fingerprint is on the ring finger. When the arch-like fingerprint is seen on the ring finger, they have the desire to show off their talents. They become famous and renowned in some aspect. The small finger represents a person's intelligence, learning, knowledge and communication. There is little interest in education when the loop-like fingerprint is present on the smaller finger. One who has special knowledge when the whirl-like fingerprint is present on the smaller finger. When the arch-like fingerprint is present on the small finger, it is generally well known in education and has an infinite interest in speech, language, communication and sex. In the past, the palmistry was based on palm lines, the shape and the color of the hand, but with the discovery of fingerprints, palmistry can be led to a more successful conclusion through the application of the studies of fingerprints. Simply a fingerprint is a mirror of the skills, abilities, and actions that one brings from the birth. Western and Japanese fingerprint experts have studied this. Such explorations have revealed to the world that the palmistry is true. I hope you have some knowledge of fingerprints related to the palmistry. If you want, you can learn more about palm reading on our website and our Facebook as well as YouTube. Please send your comments and concerns to sithbendirika@gmail.com. We will answer your questions in a timely manner. Visit our website for more information. Thank you. May the triple